I'm going to bring you another session, a shorter session. You can put in anytime you want to, by itself. String a few of my videos, my shorter videos together, or do this at night, whenever your time, your schedule allows it. That's why I'm doing those shorter videos, so people like them because they're not tied down to doing a whole hour of yoga. They can pick sessions here and there or string them together. I want to focus on our lower back. Many times since I've been teaching yoga, I've come across that people have back pain. Whether it's an accident, but most of the time it's just life, having maybe the wrong posture, overtraining, overcompensating, not stretching enough, any of those reasons, and many more. So when you do a regular yoga practice, when you stretch, and even the foam roller is a good tool to use here and there, you will eliminate or completely get rid of any back pain. We're going to start up today, so if you need more of a warm-up, go ahead and play any of my other videos. Otherwise, we're going to start up right here with some cat-cow. So you fan your fingers open, press your palm down, curl your toes under, arms are shoulder width apart, and knees are a good hip width apart. We're going to release that back. So we look forward, drop that belly, release the back, and then bringing our chest here in between our arms and press those shoulders onto the back. That's on your inhale. Make this with your breath. Exhale, wait for that exhale to come, and then you're tucking your hips under. Look how I'm pressing that floor away. I'm starting to tuck and round, and then the last thing is my chin going towards my chest. 2 more. Inhale here. Exhale. So by strengthening our core, by strengthening the lower back muscles, and by stretching, we really make a difference in our lower back. And with regular yoga, our spine goes tall, our posture becomes better, we carry ourselves better on a daily basis. And then coming here in a neutral spine. I'm going to face the camera now. So I want you to bring your right leg forward. And you know what? I'm going to use some blocks. Get 2 blocks. Bring your right leg forward. Curling your left toes under or be on the top of your left foot. Let's reach it forward. Juggle here or rock your hips a little bit. What we're doing here, we're opening the hip flexor. The hip flexor is that bone, and there's a lot of tendons and muscles around it. They're running into your front thigh, into the side, and even into your lower back and into the glute area. So as we're stretching that, we lengthen those tight bands and help stretching and bringing our posture back, because we will tuck the hips under as our femur or our quad muscles getting super tight. Even the hamstring, when they tight, the IT band, the outer band, all those things have to do with this. So let's lengthen back, and you may use your blocks, walk it back and straighten that leg. Flex your toes. You're going to feel that here now in the back of your leg, your hamstring, your calf. Let's take another inhale. And come forward again. You know, a lot of sitting also will contribute here to tight muscles and low back pain. A lot of standing, the wrong shoes, and back. Maybe this time you're coming a little lower. It's not so important how low you come. What I want you is to feel the stretch in the back of your leg. That's the most important thing. You might even be here, you might be lower. 1 more. And then straighten it out again. And release, and bring that right leg back. Left foot forward, same thing. Rock it a few times back and forth. And then letting your right hip sink. You even feel that stretch here in your left glute, outer hip. Lift the chest up. You can also get the blocks a little higher. No strain on that upper body. It's all here stretching. And then we're gonna come back and straighten that left leg. Keep your hips squared. Look forward at your toes or outside. Again, inhale comes, lengthen forward, shoulders onto your back. Exhale, walk it back, lengthen. One more time. Wait for your inhale, walk it forward, lengthen out. Relax the shoulders. I always have to tell myself that too. You know, not slouching or relaxing my shoulders. Walk it back, lengthen out. That's the neighbor's dog. And then coming all the way back. Put the blocks aside right now. And we're gonna work a little deeper onto our back muscles. I do not really want to go right away into a full camel. I want to give you a couple options. So curling your toes under here, pulling the belly in and up, and it's just bring our hips forward, but keeping that spine long. So you don't want to compress of any kind. Your knees are about hip width. If you want, you can slide a block here, walk your knees in onto the block. And then just press forward and just let your arms hang. Roll those shoulders a couple times back, lengthening the front body, lengthening the hip flexors, the quads, and at the same time, we strengthen that lower back. So another option, bringing your left hand onto your left heel, reach that right arm up, push the hips forward, and then bring it forward and switch sides. Long front body. And then you can have the option here to go a few times back and forth, or bringing one hand, the other hand. See how I'm leaning back? Now I'm pushing hip forward, roll the shoulders onto the back, and I'm coming here into camel pose. Chest spread. I don't like to necessarily let my head go back. I like to keep it forward. Let's take 3 breaths. And then release one, and then the other. And then very slowly come forward. Use the block, bring the feet together. Open your knees really wide, and you can come here into a child's pose and let your head rest on the block. Just take a few breaths here for counter stretch. One more breath. And then coming back up. From here, I like to work a little bit on our back muscles, because when we have a strong back, we will have less issues. Face it, it's the strength of the muscle, it is the stretching of the muscle, it's the blood flow of the muscle, and it is also stretching in a healthy way your fascia, your connective tissue. So we come forward and we open our legs about hip width apart. Relax the feet, snuggle your hips here in place, and still pull that belly in. And all I want you to do is lift your arms up. It doesn't have to be super high, just enough so you're feeling it in your lower back. Now look at my heels. I don't let them flare to the side. I come on top of my feet, and my heels are straight up. And then from here, I take a big inhale, and imagine I'm pulling a rope or something back with a little energy. Pull it back, feel the shoulder blades coming together. Inhale again, lengthen forward, open your palm, look down. Again, inhale, exhale, pull it back. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, last one, exhale. And then slowly sinking your torso down, again, rest your head on your hands or forearms and just wiggle out here your hips a little bit. You might feel that right in your lower back, right around and above the sacrum. That's what we want. And then again, looking down, let's lift the right arm just enough and straighten it up. And then the left leg, just a few inches off the floor. Look outside of your mat so you don't strain your neck like that, and you don't have to look down. Just look outside, in between your hands. Set it down, other side. Lengthen, hold it a little bit. Feel the muscles right here in that lower back here. And down. And again, inhale. And down. One more. Now we try to do this without a break, without setting it down. So we lift one side up and then bring it slightly down, other side up. And here we go. We lift up and down. It's called swimming. Relax the shoulders. No, not much to think about. It just go with the flow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out, relax. Bend your knees. Bring the big toe side together like you would glue it or zip it up. Open the knees a bit wider. Press your pubic bone, your hips down, and then you can either leave the arms where they are or bring them closer to the chest and slightly roll the shoulders back and clip your elbows into your rib cage. And then look forward, and let's just lift up a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Keep squeezing your feet together. One more. And then lifting your knees off. From here you can bring your arms out for more stability. Not a lot, just enough to lift those thighs off, and if your back muscles are weak, you can't even lift that high. You might just barely lift them off, and even if you don't feel like you lift them off, just squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner feet together, and just notice the muscle action in your lower back. One more. And then release your feet, bring your hands in, push back for another child's pose. Open your knees really wide and let your torso sink in here in between. Yoga has amazing benefits for your entire body, and not just a few particular poses here working the lower back only. It's the practice of all the poses combined. The flow of yoga, the movement of the yoga poses string together. It's what heals the body, what strengthens the core, what strengthens the lower back. Those are just a few ideas. If you really feel extremely uncomfortable, just do a few of those moves and in no time you'll feel better. So now let's work a little bit on the front part of your core to even that out. You always want to even it out. So the typical yoga boat pose. None of my really favorite pose, but I know I have to do it. So I'm going to start up here really easy. I'm going a bit parallel so you see better in the camera. Belly is in, and I'm leaning back into that C curve. See, I'm rounding here a little bit, lifting my chest, and then you can come onto your heels, bring your legs together, and then just maybe lifting one leg up at first, okay? If you're new to yoga, if your core is weak, that's probably all you need in the beginning, and then you switch it up. You can bring your arms out like that. You can hold your arms here in front of your chest. Anything what gets your muscles here in your core strong. Or if you're a bit more advanced, just bring your knees in and come here into a 90-degree angle. Lift that chest up, look out, away from your toes. And then set it down, hug your knees. And we're gonna do that one more time. So now you pick what's doable, okay? Give you some options. Leaning back. I'm gonna start out that way, and then I'm gonna set it up as you're getting stronger. You may wanna straighten. And I'm shaking here, this is normal, because all the muscles here in your legs in your core work, pull that core in, relax the shoulders, and then coming all the way down, lengthening that spine nice and tall. Twists are a very good way as well to strengthen your back. So we're going to sit here in a cross-legged position. We're going to bring the right arm behind you, left hand to the outside on that right knee. Lengthen in the middle, pull that belly in, and bring your shoulders onto your back. Keep twisting from above the navel and with a tall spine. Never twist with a rounded spine. One more breath. And then release. Inhale in the center. If you have a hard time doing those things on the floor, look up, I think I have about 2 or 3 videos out where you do yoga on a chair. You can do those twists very good on a chair and strengthen your back with a few other movements as well. And then slowly unwind. Let's lay your legs a little bit further apart, not too much. We are not going to focus here too much on the straddle, opening the inner legs. I want to get that back going. So inner legs, turn your palms up or out, and it's just going a little circle here. Not so deep. It's not about the back of your legs or the inner legs. It's about mobilizing that lower back. One more time around it, and we pause. And then the other side. See, in my last video, we talked about how detrimental words can be to ourselves. And you may not think much about it, but I want you to watch and listen closely. How do you talk about yourself? How do you talk about your family? How do you talk about your spouses? Those are all things that are important. If we have a positive outlook on life, things just will come easier to us. Other people want to be with us. They're attracted to us. We attract positive, good things. And from here, we come down and we're going to stretch the hip flexors. So let's bring your knees into the chest. Let's make a few circles on the ceiling. I teach in a Christian school here nearby where one of my children goes, and I teach Christian or holy yoga. And I speak to my students in the very end as reverse. When they lay in Shavasana, I speak to them and I tell them about Jesus. I tell them about how they can build their lives with God, and it will make a difference. Some of those children, even if they go to a Christian school, never heard about Jesus Christ. So I want you to open up your knees and bring them to the outside of your shoulders. So in happy baby pose, you want to rock a little bit from side to side, massaging here your sacrum. And then bringing your knees together, so make a couple circles. 2 times in one direction and then 2 times in the opposite direction. Noticing how your sacrum presses into the floor and massages your back. Good, and then from here we're going to lengthen that left leg out. You may use a block under your calf so you can keep it nice and strong and straight. Flex the toes in. If you have a strong core, you do not. Just hover it. And then taking your right knee into the outside of your chest and shoulder. Press that in and push that left foot like you would press it against the wall. And then switch sides. We're not just saying there is a higher power, there is a God, and He judges us how we talk. But not only that, our lives will show. If we surround ourselves with negativity, everything else will turn out negative. So next time, just try to not go with those negative thoughts and speak some positive things about you. Spin your knees into the chest, and let's rock it up a few times and come into a cross-legged position. Just simple things like, I can do this, I'm strong, I'm smart, I am encouraged, I will finish what I started. Things like like that will change your attitude, it will change your day, and it will change the environment around it. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Have a fantastic day. Check out any of my other videos. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you.